You're watching SKN Newsline TV live on sknnewsline.com.
Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing SKN Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. SKN Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch SKN Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our SKN Newsline YouTube channel. SKN Newsline, your world, your news.
If elections were called now, the Team Unity government would retain power. That's according to the latest poll from the Barbados-based Caribbean Research Development Services, CADRES. A press release from CADRES said poll results showed Team Unity having 45% of respondents saying it would likely win majority of the seats in the next general election, and 27% for Labour NRP. 23% of poll respondents would not say or were unsure, and 5% selected another party. Pollster and political analyst Peter Wickham of CADRES spoke to SKN Newsline Monday after he issued a press release on the latest poll results.
Which we computed shows that there's been a swing of 7 percentage points in favor of Team Unity and a swing of 8 percentage points away from Labour, which means two things, good and bad for both parties. One is that Team Unity has not yet maximized on the full losses of the Labour Party. And then on the other side, we can say that Team Unity has done reasonably well in terms of being able to capture some of the momentum. And you would appreciate, Andre, that Team Unity was behind in terms of the popular vote at the election. So the fact that it has now matched the popular vote and has improved by what we project to be 7 percentage points means that Team Unity has been given a passing grade, so to speak.
Asked who would win an election if called now, Mr. Wickham suggested that based on the current data, not only would Team Unity retain power, but gain an additional seat or two.
Team Unity can probably capture an additional seat or two on the mainland, and they could reduce the Labour Party to one. As far as the Nevis situation is concerned, I do think that the third seat in Nevis is under substantial threat. The third NRP seat, the sole NRP seat, is under substantial threat based on this current scenario. So that is what you're looking at. Naturally, Dr. Douglas holds the strongest seat. The second strongest will be Ms. Marcella Lightbird. And that's how the scenario is looking. But I don't see a situation in which there will be any recapture in the current scenario. Naturally, as the time passes and we get closer to elections, there will be a possibility that we'll have other polls that may be published, and I look forward to charting the progress of the government.
Meanwhile, the poll results had Team Unity leader Dr. Timothy Harris as a more popular leader than the opposition leader Dr. Denzel Douglas, at 37% to 31%, and a leadership approval rating of 56% for Dr. Harris to 40% for Dr. Douglas. SK Newsline asked Mr. Wickham why he thinks this is so.
If you look at leadership across the region now, you have a cadre of young leaders. You have Gaston Brown in Antigua. You have Prime Minister Chastanet in St. Lucia. You don't have Prime Minister Motley in Barbados. You have Prime Minister Holness in Jamaica. I have been arguing for a while that it appears to me as though leadership in the Caribbean is now a youthful enterprise. And you have this cadre of young leaders that seem to be responding well to people using social media, and generally speaking. And I think that St. Kitts is no different. It will be difficult for Dr. Douglas to recapture the momentum that he had, because ultimately the charisma that he traded on in the 1980s is ultimately what he is still trading on. While the goalposts have moved, people's ideas have moved, and I think that several things have moved in a different direction. Dr. Douglas's posture, his language is as muscular as it was in the 1980s, the way that he appeals to people. But what he has to understand is that the politics of St. Kitts and Nevis has changed, and it will be difficult for him to recapture new people using the old methods. Now, clearly his methods are appealing to the base. I mean, that's fine. But the base cannot win you an election, and this is a point that I've been making in relation to the St. Kitts and Nevis scenario for a while, that you are not, the Labour Party cannot continue to do things the way it always did. They need to have a new approach.
According to the press release from cadres, some 1,000 persons were surveyed across the Federation using face-to-face interviews by a team of interviewers who were instructed to select respondents in all 11 constituencies based on specific age and gender criteria, without respect to the type of house, race, or any other factor. In addition to the standard political questions, respondents were asked an open-ended question on the issue of greatest concern to them. According to the release, 30% of the respondents believed St. Kitts and Nevis is heading in the right direction. 17% said it is heading in the wrong direction. 44% said they were not sure or won't say. Regarding the issue of the preferred leader, 37% said Dr. Harris, 31% had Dr. Douglas, 15% Sean Richards, 12% Mark Brantley, 3% said Marcella Liebert, 2% Conress Maynard, and 0.2% Lindsey Grant. I'm Andre Huey reporting for SKN Newsline. Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch your news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today.
The government of St. Kitts and Nevis, acting on the advice of the High Command of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and other technocrats in the Ministry of National Security, approved the recommendation to invite the Barbados-based Regional Security System, RSS, to deploy forces to St. Kitts and Nevis. In a televised address to the nation on Saturday, October 13, Prime Minister and Ministry of National Security, Dr. Timothy Harris, indicated that the RSS forces began arriving into Federation on Wednesday, October 10, and will continue to arrive into St. Kitts and Nevis in sufficient numbers to assist our ongoing efforts at ensuring citizen safety and security.
There must be a reduction in the incidences of criminal acts in our country. In this regard, we have over time engaged civil society and our security forces in conversations about what can and should be done. After recent consultation with the High Command of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and other technocrats in the Ministry of National Security, the Cabinet of Ministers of the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis has approved their recommendation to invite the Barbados-based Regional Security System, RSS, to deploy forces to St. Kitts and Nevis.
The National Security Minister further insisted that the police force would benefit from the additional manpower, as the shortage of manpower affects the ability of the police to properly execute their strategic plan, and as prompt they called from them for the RSS to augment the number of security personnel on the ground.
The High Command of the police has advised that the force would benefit from additional manpower at this time. The shortage of manpower affects the ability of the police to properly execute their strategic plan and has prompted the call from them for the RSS to augment the number of security personnel on the ground.
Dr. Harris used his national address to ask for the fullest understanding and cooperation of the general public in their engagement with the RSS members and the members of the local security forces.
The government continues to appeal to young Kittitians and Nevisians to take advantage of the career opportunities in serving their country as police officers. The RSS forces began arriving in the Federation on Wednesday the 10th, 2018, and will continue to arrive into St. Kitts and Nevis in sufficient numbers to assist our ongoing efforts at ensuring citizen security and safety. RSS members are already deployed throughout the communities with local national security personnel, and their presence will help local law enforcement to expand the extent of their coverage of the country.
Prime Minister Harris said the RSS forces will remain in St. Kitts and Nevis for as long as necessary until the security forces advise that their presence is no longer required. I am Sophia Lloyd, reporting for SKN Newsline. Police issued a statement which said that Nata was charged for failing to renew his firearm user's license between February 1, 2018 and October 7, 2018. The police also said that his firearm expired on 31st of December 2017, and as stipulated, renewal of firearm license is to be renewed on or before the 31st of January 2018, contrary to Section 44.4 of the Firearm Act 2009. The police also said that the weapon, along with 25 rounds of ammunition, were confiscated on Monday, October 8, and that Nata had been granted bail of $10,000 with 2 sureties for his appearance before Bazister Magistrate in December. However, leader of the opposition, Dr. Denzel Douglas, has alleged that Nata's arrest is political. His reason for this is that Nata Nelson is contesting the Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris in Constituency 7 for the next general election. SKN Newsline will continue to monitor this story. I am Sophia Lloyd for SKN Newsline.
The cooperative sector is venturing into a new and exciting initiative to boost the awareness of the different cooperative societies in St. Kitts, introducing AgroStrip, to be launched on Thursday, October 18th, 2018 at the verge between the Newtown Plainfield and TDC Home and Building Depot along the Frigate Bay Road. AgroStrip will take place between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This new initiative gives the different cooperative societies an opportunity to market and sell their produce to local restaurants, the workers at the C.A. Paul Southwell Industrial Site, and the neighboring community. Produce such as fruits, vegetables, processed goods, and meat kind will be on sale. It's the launch of AgroStrip on Thursday, October 18, 2018 at the verge between the Newtown Plainfield and TDC Home and Building Depot along the Frigate Bay Road. Come and be part of this exciting new agriculture initiative.
When I see the love in the land, boy, it's Christmas again.
It might be too early to say it's Christmas time, but KFC is giving you a chance to win extra cash for this Christmas. $3,500 EC. All you have to do is spend $25 EC or more. Then log on to kfcsurvey.com. Complete the survey. Write the validation code you receive after you finish the survey on the back of your KFC receipt, along with your name and phone number, and return to any KFC cashiers. Simple as that. And listen out for your name in December for that extra cash of $3,500 EC. Celebrate the Christmas holidays with KFC. KFC is finger licking good.
Cause when I see the love in the land, boy, it's Christmas again.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
The Cable, we provide much more than just the fastest and most reliable internet service. We fill the homes of all our customers with joy and laughter. Our services connect friends and keep families together. With the most extensive fiber optic network, we ensure that you can enjoy the things you love with the people you love. Whether it's catching up with family or old friends, or simply just enjoying your favorite TV shows, people choose the Cable because quality shows.
Ricardo's Home Center and Hardware is your first and best choice in hardware supplies. Visit Ricardo's for paint supplies, screws and nails, windows and doors, building supplies, plumbing supplies, tools, cabinetry, lavatory and accessories, tile, cement and grout, water heaters, lumber and plywood, and much more. At Ricardo's, our services are second to none in the Federation. We offer paint mixing, screen repair, screen installation, window repair, security screen door repair, and commercial doors and locks repair. We also offer delivery service. So come by at Ricardo's in Needsmith Estate, St. Kitts. Call 465-9229, 466-1824, 662-3451. Email rhcenter.h@gmail.com. For the best in supplies and service, visit Ricardo's Home Center and Hardware.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation's National Cleanup Campaign went into high gear this weekend as the cleanup activities spanned from Keon to Connery, Kitts to Darts to Taylors, Shadwell, and St. Peters. Despite the rain, Saturday evening, Minister with responsibility of the SWMC, Mr. Eugene Hamilton, and members of the Solid Waste Management Corporation National Cleanup Team visited several communities and spoke to residents and handed out flyers about the cleanup campaign. The first stop was in Lower Monkey Hill at Hyacinth Shop, and the proprietor had good words of commendation for the SWMC and the minister for the cleanup efforts.
I think the bin is a good thing for the community, and the people, they will appreciate of it. And I was glad when I see the bin there, because I had an old fridge and I just threw the fridge in it. And since then, people from the community say, "Hiya, who put the bin there?" I said, "Why the government put it there for everybody?" And at least by now we full up. So thanks again.
Minister Hamilton had a chance to expound on the objective of the campaign.
Too many people throw their old garbage, old beds, old refrigerators, old washing machine, and open spaces. Sometimes where they used to have the cane field. And the danger is that when you throw those things there, they collect water. When water is stagnant, mosquitoes thrive. When mosquitoes thrive, you have vector-borne diseases that can affect people. You can get chikungunya, you can get Zika, any kind of vector-borne disease. And we're trying to encourage people to remove all of those debris from around the place, keep the place clean.
The next stop was Needsmith, where two residents in the area thanked the minister for the initiative.
To thank the minister, Mr. Hamilton, for this exercise, this project, because with the people of Needsmith, we are happy to have our area, even though it is small, we are happy to have it cleaned. So we really needed a little cleanup, as you could see. The place is in a little state, so we can thank you very much for everything.
The minister and the team from the SWMC then made their way to Keon, where there was a concentration of cleanup activity earlier that day.
I like the cleanup, and I want to continue to clean up. Don't just clean up for a while. Keep on cleaning.
We come together, we get some guys together, we help clean everyone. We start around, take us to the back there, Hermitage Road. Then we come to the front here, we clean to the back, we clean to the front. I'm just saying it's a good service. Big up a man called Lennox, Mr. Eugene Hamilton. I'm proud of the situation. I'm just hoping we can have every 3 months. We got been around and get it clean. These two ladies here, I so appreciate them, right? They came on Friday and they talked to us. And we didn't really believe them, but when we said shop this morning, we said action pack. That's what we like. That's what we like. And see these two ladies here, we love them so much that we appreciate them. All day we tell them, come back anytime. Okay, I'm a them.
The National Cleanup Campaign is an initiative by the St. Kitts Solid Waste Management Corporation, slated to last for 8 weeks. It involves the placing of bins in certain sections of communities across St. Kitts each weekend, so residents can dispose of their bulky waste not normally picked up by the garbage trucks during their weekly runs. These items include old appliances, metals, and old tree branch trimmings, among other items. Where is the Church? The title of the new music video and single by gospel artist Sarah the DVN is being released on Sunday, October 14th on all digital music outlets and on YouTube.
First place, the song is Where is the Church? The title Where is the Church on my personal record label, Sarah the Records Inc. and the focus of the song is not just a question, but it's also a statement, and then first place, the church is not the building, the church is a group of people. The church is the people then, because there's no people there's no church, there's no building that's gonna be saved in the kingdom of God. God is coming back for a people, right? So the whole focus is about love, because God is love, and God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. That's whosoever believeth in Him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Sarah DVN gave some insights into the song and what it represents.
I give God thanks, for Mr. Jason Fraser. I is a visual, and for credits go to Caribbean Boutique too for giving us the opportunity, gave us the opportunity to come and shoot the video at the beautiful site, the beautiful creation of the Lord. So we just try to tie up everything just to tell the story and just to work with nature, because yes, God is in nature too, and just to send out the whole message, so we can give it this international, cool and natural and humble view and scene,
Meanwhile, the St. Kitts-based gospel artist detailed to fans and viewers where the song can be found.
Yes, well, the song will be available on iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, all those media outlets where they stream music, And the video will be available also on YouTube, and you're gonna watch it on my Facebook page, which is Sarah DVN, and the record label page. Person who want to reach me, the information is on the website is www.saridenterprise.com.
Sarid DVN recently launched his record label, Sarid Records Inc., which is part of his company, Sarid Enterprise. He'll be ministering at an upcoming event in St. Lucia next month.